Campbell's makes your cooking good.
Hey there, welcome back. If you grew up with a casserole dish that showed up at every dinner, holiday, and potluck without ever retiring, you're in the right place. Number 1, the Amber Anchor Hocking that never died.
What can you do with anchor hocking? Why, you can store it, pour it, fill it, chill it, make it, bake it.
You couldn't break it, you couldn't stain it, you couldn't escape it. Every kitchen had one, and I mean every kitchen. Amber glass, rectangular, about the size of a cinder block. Heat-proof, yes. Emotion-proof? That's debatable. It was heavy enough to flatten a roast and just aerodynamic enough to be hurled in anger, though it never shattered. Some say it was forged in Mount Doom. Others say it came free with a subscription to Woman's Day. But whatever its origin, it outlived most appliances and all family pets. And you didn't just bake in it, you served in it, stored leftovers in it, washed it by hand, even though the dishwasher whispered promises. And if you can't picture it yet, check the back of your memory. It's probably still there, covered in dried lasagna. Number 2, Tuna Noodle Surprise.
Gotta go home, get dinner ready. Wish there was something new to do with tuna.
Is there anything new you can do with tuna?
Here's the thing, no dish got more airtime than tuna noodle casserole. It was affordable, it was filling, it was suspicious. Start with a can of tuna, drained or not, depending on how chaotic your mother was feeling. Add egg noodles, a can of cream of mushroom soup, a generous shake of mystery spices, paprika maybe, and top the whole thing off with crumbled potato chips, cornflakes, or if it was payday, shredded cheese. No two versions were ever the same. Some had peas, some had celery, some had something unidentifiable that still haunts your dreams. And still, it kept showing up. Friday night dinner? There it was. Church potluck? Front and center. PTA fundraiser? Oh look, it's back. And the surprise part? That was real. Because every bite was a gamble, and every child became a reluctant gambler. Number 3, Pyrex patterns that lived on every table. Before we had Pinterest or cookware that sparked joy, we had Pyrex. And not just any Pyrex, the good stuff. You know the ones, Snowflake, Gooseberry, Butterprint, and Crazy Daisy. Each one a pattern, each one a personality. And heaven help the kid who put one in the dishwasher. That was a one-way ticket to the silent treatment. Moms didn't just cook in these things, they curated them. Some had full matching sets. Some hunted for that one elusive lid like it was the Ark of the Covenant. And somehow, everybody had the yellow one. You didn't know where it came from. You didn't ask. It was always there, like wallpaper, but heavier. Number 4, leftovers that multiplied overnight. Let me paint a picture. There's exactly 1 scoop left in the dish. You go to bed, you wake up, and somehow the thing is full again. Still tuna noodle, still gelatinous, still clinging to the sides like it signed a lease. Leftovers from the 70s weren't just food. They were occupants. They lived there. They had opinions. And they never, ever left. Maybe it was because moms back then refused to waste food. Maybe it was because Pyrex dishes sealed like ancient tombs. Or maybe, just maybe, these casseroles were sentient. But every time you opened that fridge, it was still there, waiting. Number 5, casserole as gift, threat, or punishment.
Take 5, take 5.
Introducing Take 5 Little Casseroles.
You ever notice how casseroles got handed out like business cards? New baby? Here's a lasagna. Someone's in the hospital? Here's baked ziti with extra onions. Neighbor ticked off your mom? She'd whip up the driest ham and rice combo known to man and deliver it smiling, passive aggression, oven baked. There was a casserole for every emotion: joy, sympathy, vengeance. Sometimes you didn't even know how someone felt until they handed you a bubbling dish and said, "It's my special recipe." Then you had to decode it. Kindness or subtle shade. Jury's still out on a few. Quick break, folks. Just a heads up. Turns out, most of you watching these trips down memory lane haven't hit that subscribe button yet. So let's make a deal. I'll keep digging up the treasures, the trauma, and the tuna noodle nightmares. And you click that little subscribe button so we don't lose touch. And if you're on Facebook, swing by and say hello. That's where the real casserole confessions happen. All right, back to the dish that refused to die. Number 6. The casserole that started the fire. We've all got one story. Someone, usually a sibling or a dad, tried to help and put the dish under the broiler, or worse, straight on a burner, or forgot to take off the plastic lid and slid it into a 400-degree oven, like it wasn't about to become a science experiment. Suddenly the kitchen smells like melted Barbie dolls, the smoke alarms going off, the dogs barking, your mom's yelling something about who left it on broil, and dinner? Well, dinner's now peanut butter sandwiches and a warning tale. Number 7. Green bean casserole, the high holiday diva.
At a fancy buffet dinner in the valley.
How's the prime rib?
Oh, we're in line for vegetables.
Vegetables?
Yes, the green giant stole the meal with fancy vegetable casseroles, frozen in bake-and-serve trays.
You knew the holidays had officially begun when the French fried onions made their appearance. Green bean casserole was the only dish fancy enough for Thanksgiving and casual enough for a Tuesday night. It held a strange place in the food hierarchy, half side dish, half culinary dare. Canned green beans, cream of mushroom soup, and a crunchy fried topping that somehow survived the apocalypse, or at least the oven. The texture was somewhere between soupy and crunchy gravel, but it looked festive, and that was enough. It also sparked more arguments than the wishbone. Too much soup, not enough onion. Who used store-brand beans? Chaos every year. Number 8. That one dish you still can't recreate.
Campbell's cream of mushroom soup makes it smooth and flavorful. Campbell's kitchen-tested recipe makes it quick and easy. The best way I know to stretch my food budget is to reach into my cupboard for a can of Campbell's soup.
Every family had one. Your mom made it once. Maybe it was tamale pie. Maybe it was baked spaghetti with Ritz crackers on top. Maybe it was something she saw in a 1968 issue of Red Book. Whatever it was magic. The family inhaled it, and then she never made it again. No recipe card, no memory of ingredients, no record of what even went into it. You've spent decades trying to recreate it, chasing the ghost of a flavor that probably involved Velveeta, chili powder, and divine intervention. It's gone now, but you still think about it, usually around 5 p.m., when the fridge is empty and the soul's a little hungry. Number 9. The church cookbook recipes. No one should have tried. Those little spiral-bound church cookbooks? Landmines. You'd open one up and stumble across recipes like Spam Surprise, Shrimp Jello Delight, or the dreaded hot dog casserole a la pineapple. Most were concocted by women named Marge who meant well but needed to be stopped. Ingredients included things like Velveeta, ketchup, lima beans, and marshmallows, all baked together, often served to guests, usually at baby showers or funerals, because grief and mystery meat go hand in hand apparently. And yes, someone always brought ambrosia salad as dessert, with the green cherries. Number 10. The dish that would outlive us all. Now here's the real kicker. You may have tossed your old bell-bottoms. You may have said goodbye to the macrame plant hangers. You might have even parted ways with the fondue set. But that casserole dish? Still here. It's probably in your cabinet right now, or your sister's, or passed down to your daughter who doesn't know she's inherited a piece of indestructible glass warfare. It's chipped, it's discolored, it has a lid that doesn't quite fit, but it still works, still bakes, still shows up at every family gathering, whether you invited it or not. Like we said, unbreakable. So tell me, what lived in your family's casserole dish? Was it tuna noodle, chicken divan, something too traumatic to name? Drop it in the comments. Therapy is expensive, but nostalgia is free. And if you've still got your mom's amber glass baking dish, guard it. That thing's probably worth more than your 401k. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because next time we're diving into more delicious trauma. Until then, keep your Pyrex close, your oven mitts ready, and your expectations low. See you next time.